A pair of glowing eyes peers out from the darkness of a suburban alley in Arkansas. The streetlights cast long shadows, and the quiet is broken only by the rustle of a trash can lid being pried open. It is a raccoon, and it is not afraid of you. It should be. Every instinct in its body should be telling it to run, to flee, to survive. Raccoons are wild animals. They are supposed to fear humans. That fear is what has kept them alive for thousands of years. But instead, it watches you with calm curiosity, its masked face tilted, its tiny hands gripping the edge of the can. It does not see a threat. It sees a potential source of food. And that is when you realize something has changed. The rules of nature are shifting, and we are only just beginning to notice. For centuries, we thought domestication was our idea. We chose the wolves, bred the cats, shaped the cattle. We patted ourselves on the back for our ingenuity, our ability to bend nature to our will. It was one of humanity's greatest achievements. But what if we got it backwards? What if the animals are domesticating themselves right now in our own backyards without our permission and without our knowledge? What if the next animal to share our urban spaces is not one we selected, but one that selected us? This is not an isolated incident. Across America, raccoons are undergoing a transformation that scientists never expected to see in their lifetimes. They are changing shape. They are changing behavior. And they might be taking the first steps toward becoming the next domesticated animal. This is not science fiction. This is happening right now, in real time, in cities and suburbs across the country, from New York to Los Angeles, from Chicago to Houston. The raccoons are evolving, and they are evolving to live alongside us. In October 2025, a team of researchers led by Rafaela Lesh, assistant professor of biology at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, published a study in the journal Frontiers in Zoology that challenged everything we thought we knew about domestication. They analyzed nearly 20,000 images of raccoons from across the continental United States, provided by citizen scientists through the iNaturalist app. The results were striking. Raccoons living in urban environments had snouts that were 3.6% shorter than their rural counterparts. They had flatter faces. They showed reduced fear responses toward humans. The researchers worked with 16 student volunteers who helped classify the images, examining skull shape and snout length. The findings were consistent across multiple urban areas, suggesting this was not a local anomaly but a widespread evolutionary trend happening in real time. These are not random variations. These are the exact physical traits associated with what scientists call domestication syndrome. When wolves began their long journey toward becoming dogs, they developed shorter snouts, smaller teeth, floppy ears, and changes in coat color. The same thing happened with cats, with foxes, with pigs, with every animal that has ever been domesticated. These traits are not just aesthetic. They are biological markers of an animal adapting to life alongside humans. They are signs that the animal's biology is changing to accommodate a new way of living. And now, it is happening with raccoons. The raccoons are showing us the same signs that wolves showed thousands of years ago. The study's lead author, Rafaela Lesh, put it simply, "Trash is really the Kickstarter." Raccoons have discovered that human garbage is an endless, easy source of food. All they have to do is tolerate our presence. They don't fight. They share the snacks that they find in the trash cans, Lesh explained. The ones that are less aggressive, less fearful, and more willing to coexist with humans have a survival advantage. They eat better. They live longer. They reproduce more. And over time, natural selection is doing what humans once did intentionally. It is domesticating them. The process is happening at a speed that scientists find astonishing. In just a few generations, the raccoons are changing. Their bodies are changing. Their behavior is changing. Their very nature is changing. This is the part we got wrong. For centuries, we assumed that domestication was a human-driven process, something we controlled. We chose which animals to breed. We decided which traits were desirable. We shaped wolves into dogs, aurochs into cattle, and wildcats into house cats. We believed we were the architects of domestication, the masters of nature. But the raccoon study suggests that domestication can happen without human intention. It can happen simply because animals adapt to the environments we create. As Lesh noted, wherever humans go, there is trash. Animals love our trash. All they have to do is endure our presence, not be aggressive, and then they can feast on anything we throw away. The animals are doing the work. We are just providing the conditions. The process is happening in real time. Researchers have observed that urban raccoons are not only changing physically, but also behaviorally. They are becoming more tolerant of humans. They are becoming more comfortable in our spaces. They are losing their instinctive fear. They are learning to navigate our cities, cross our streets, and even open our doors. They are adapting to our world in ways that would have been unthinkable just a generation ago. And if the pattern holds, they will continue to evolve in ways that make them more suitable for life alongside us. They may become smarter, more adaptable, and more docile over time. But here is the question that no one is asking. Do we actually want this? Dogs took thousands of years to become the companions we know today. They evolved alongside us, shaped by generations of selective breeding and mutual adaptation. Raccoons, by contrast, are still wild animals. They carry diseases like rabies, canine distemper, and raccoon roundworm. They have sharp teeth and dexterous hands that can open doors, latches, and jars. They are intelligent, curious, and unpredictable. As Albrecht Schulte-Hostede, a researcher at Laurentian University, warned, if raccoons become habituated to people or learn to associate them with food, they might behave in a more docile or tame manner around people, but this does not mean that they are domesticated. Habituation is not domestication. Tolerance is not companionship. The distinction matters, and it is becoming harder to see as the raccoons continue to change. And yet, the signs are undeniable. 13 states already allow people to keep raccoons as pets, including Arkansas, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Nebraska, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Social media is filled with videos of trash pandas acting like house cats. Some people are already calling them the next great American pet. Lesh herself admitted, it would be fitting and funny if our next domesticated species were raccoons. The irony is not lost on her. The animal that has been scavenging our garbage for generations might be the one that ends up adapting to life alongside us. But the science is clear. We are witnessing something unprecedented. For the first time, we can observe domestication as it happens. We can measure the changes. We can track the evolution. And we can ask ourselves what kind of relationship we want to have with the animals that share our cities. The raccoons are not asking for permission. They are not waiting for our approval. They are simply adapting, surviving, and thriving in the world we have built. The raccoons are not waiting for our answer. They are already changing. They are already adapting. They are already becoming something new. And whether we like it or not, they might be the next animals to share our urban spaces. We may not have chosen them, but they may be choosing us. And that might be the most remarkable thing of all. When you hear that trash can lid clatter tonight, remember? You are not just hearing a raccoon. You are hearing the sound of evolution in progress,